Hello everyone, my name is Maple Stargirl, or Maple or Stargirl, doesn't really matter. And this is going to be Super Monkey Ball, Banana Rumble, World Tour, Super Speed, No Spin Dash with Amy Rose as the character that I'll be using. And that is because there are character stats in this game, and Amy, for RTA purposes, plays the best, at least for how I like to play. I'll explain a bit about the whole no spin dash thing once we get into the run a little bit, but World Tour is pretty much the first 10 worlds, so we've got 100 stages to roll through, but I am not alone for this run. I have a good friend of mine and fellow monkey baller on comms, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Helix. You might know me. If you don't, I play a lot of monkey ball. That's all you really need to know here. That's the important part.
Yup. Alright, I think that I'm gonna just give a quick countdown, and then we are going to be off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, Maple. You got this.
Thank you. So, Banana Rumble introduces a brand new mechanic to the Monkey Ball franchise, which is spin dashing. You hold down the button to charge your spin dash. When you release it, you get a big burst of speed, or a little burst, depending on how long you charge it for. We are not going to be doing that. Spin dashes can be used to sort of just like jump over huge gaps that you would not be able to otherwise. But in the super speed mode, you have super speed, so you can still hop over quite a few gaps, and even though, well, that's a little too fast, even though the game is designed with the spin dash mechanic in mind, like this stage is usually not supposed to be possible without spin dashing, and is one of the few stages that Amy has to be in super speed to be able to clear, one of actually only 3. Without spin dashing. Yeah, we're not going to do that, so it's going to look pretty different than how Banana Rumble is, quote-unquote, intended to be played, but there's still plenty of huge skips that I'm very excited to show off.
Yes, it will still be very fast-paced. Super speed doubles, I believe it's top speed and acceleration, and this game is already quite fast-paced, so it becomes quite difficult to actually control your characters, so the precise movement that Maple's doing here is already quite impressive.
Yeah, with the whole super speed, sort of like speed and acceleration multipliers, for the purpose of like a run like this, I do not want to think about what it must be like to play as either Baby or the Among Us crewmate, because those two characters accelerate at absolutely absurd rates to begin with.
Those are the two characters with the highest acceleration by far. Like, it's not close, and I have played as them, and it is like trying to control a Formula 1 car on these stages. It's ridiculous. It's a lot of fun, but it is absolutely ridiculous.
And also
one of the first larger skips of the run there, you can see people fall down to the bottom of that stage. They definitely knew about that skip. Like, there's no way they didn't, but still, it's cool.
We're just not gonna play that stage whatsoever. There will be a handful of stages throughout this run that are just sort of, we do not play them, and actually we are coming up very soon to another instance of a stage that is there. It's a mere suggestion. We don't actually play it. Not this stage, the next one. The next stage is going to be a maze, a little hedge maze, but the start platform is actually above the sort of like path through the maze, so yeah, we can just do this. Yeah, I think that's how mazes are supposed to be cleared.
Yeah, of course. If
that's
you're having
how
trouble with
I cleared
maze,
a maze in Dungeons and
Dragons.
Dragons one time.
Good.
No, fair enough.
No, that's ideal, actually. So yeah, a lot of this run is Maple trying to find creative ways to get some airtime, to skip over some things, because obviously no spin dash makes that a little bit harder. But super speed is going to... oh, nice little clip up there.
Hey, conveyor belts.
Yeah. But like I was saying, super speed's going to work to her advantage in that regard.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. When I was originally sort of like trying to route out a no spin dash category, I was originally going to try to do this in normal speed. Went a little bit too late there. Same mistake. Alright, let's try it like this. There we go.
Nice.
I was originally going to try in normal speed, however, as I mentioned back on 1-5, there are exactly 3 stages in the base world tour that Amy cannot clear in normal speed unless she spin dashes. And I also tried those stages with Baby, who is like effectively like the fastest character in this game. And he was able to clear 2 of them, if I'm remembering correctly, but there's one stage in World 8 that I will be pointing out when we get there that tragically is a bit too much, even for the fastest character.
I also want to really quickly give some credit to you for that cycle skip on 210 and for sticking the landing on 2-9. You almost fell off, but corralled it like so precisely. That was really impressive.
Yeah, 2-9 was, riding the waves was a bit scary.
I was like, there's no way we're gonna not acknowledge that. Hold on now. And we're into World 3 now. This introduces switches or buttons or whatever you want to call them. When you press them, they will affect some parts of the stage. They're not gonna be too involved, I don't think, but you'll see them here and there.
Yeah, and also, this world introduces wormholes,
Yes.
which effectively just teleport you from one location to the next.
Yeah, they're
Alright.
portals. They are quite literally portals. It is Monkey Ball with portals.
Yep. All right,
Real
so,
quick, we have passed the halfway point for that 20-second ace route for Castlevania. So keep getting those donations in. Let's try to get that met before the end of Monkey Ball.
Oh, that's totally doable. You all are moving on
Yeah.
that.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's see if I can't get the ideal... There we go. There are some times where I try to pull back a little bit too soon. I don't actually end up pressing the play button. I hit the play button briefly at the start of this stage to start the animation on the first drawbridge to angle it up ever so slightly. And then I hit the pause button to, well, pause it again in a more ideal position to get a really fast, smooth bounce across. Let's see.
And there are those portals we were talking about. You're seeing now some really good examples of how quick the movement is in this run.
Yeah, I'm really excited to show off the skip on this next stage. It's not an overly huge skip, but it is really, really satisfying, and it does save a bit of time. That is actually a lot harder than I just made that look, because of the
Wow, that was
sort of
smooth.
weird, chunky, like, curved edges on those
Yeah.
platforms.
Maple
It's-
just made that look about 8 times easier than it is.
I finally hit
really
a
good.
pack cleanly in a
Nice.
run where the rest of World 3 is good. Yay! Alright, we've got now just like 3 stages in a row where we're just kind of rolling for a while, so this is a very good time for some donations, and never mind, this World 3 is not good anymore.
Uh-oh. Is it still a good time for donations?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
$30 from Jadelyn. Here is my donation promise last night from Queue Up. Thank you to all Fatals and friends of Fatals for making this week fantastic. Keep donating towards National Women's Law Center, and let's have a fabulous rest of the event. And $50 from Anvil, trans rights.
Trans
And
rights.
Hi, Anvil.
I got some people answering, asking for my chaos donations and hot takes. $13.13 from Rex Drinks Red Bull. Hot take, mint and chocolate is a goated combo. Also trans rights, wrongs, and morally grays. Do we
I'll
have time
agree
for
with
some
that,
more?
by the way. I agree that mint and chocolate is a goated combo.
It really is.
Yeah,
Anyone that's
same.
just like, no, it just tastes like toothpaste. I'm like, what kind of toothpaste are you using?
That's some very suspicious toothpaste. But yes, we have got time for one more quick donation.
Right, $10 from Mountain Goth Mom. A couple of chaotic sandwich takes for you. My favorite cold cut is bologna, but fried. So does that make it a hot cut? Also, banana sandwiches are best with mayo, not peanut butter.
What?
That's an opinion you're allowed to have, I guess. I don't have to agree with it.
I don't want to think about that any more than I have to.
I don't either.
It's thematically relevant, though, I suppose.
Yeah, it sure is.
Although
Only 300
Amy,
and...
Sorry, go on.
ahead. I was going to say only $370 to go for that 20-second ace route.
Yeah. And you might notice that Amy does not collect bananas, but she collects rings like all the other Sonic characters. Anyway, that stage that Meeple just played, you're supposed to hit 4 switches to get all these walls to go down, but in Super Speed you go so fast, you only need to hit 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm very glad that stage went that smoothly, though, because due to all of those sort of, like, large green, like, bamboo poles in the bowl, it's really easy to get thrown off the line, not have enough speed to go all the way up into the gold chamber, and I almost didn't have enough speed. Okay, this, I really want to hit the full skip, but even a partial skip is really cool, except for when the game just decides to bonk you straight backwards. I do not know what causes that. That's not how that's supposed to work.
Yeah, that happens.
That was about as close to a full skip as you're gonna... Amy, go in the goal. About as close to a full skip as you're going to get without the full skip, and I actually need to focus a little bit for this stage. This is one of the harder sort of like movement precision stages in the run. If it wasn't for a couple strats later on, I would honestly argue that this is like the second hardest stage in the run, but as it stands, I think probably third or fourth hardest.
I can't believe you went for those rails on Super Speed. I cannot stress enough how slippery the movement becomes when you're playing on Super Speed. Amy will accelerate or decelerate with the slightest touch of the joystick, so that was ridiculously precise.
And now we are coming up to the end of World 4. Rush Hour just hitting a simple speed pad, which I just realized didn't really talk about. We also didn't really talk about boulders, but boulders are coming up a bit more in World 5 as well. And now we've got a seesaw. They're literally just seesaws. And now we've got falling strat. I love falling strats. Let's see if I can't fall well into the goal. There we go. Nice. That is one of my favorite stages to IL or do an individual level speedrun of in the entire game. I just really like the way falling strats play in Monkey Ball. Also, that's a non-ideal clip, but you know what? It's good enough. I'll take it. I don't want to be on Pyramid Maze longer than I have to be.
That's real. Yeah, on the stage, you want to get a clip up as high as possible to just skip as many of these layers as possible. There's a lot of variance as to how high you go from that clip. I got there eventually.
Yep.
I figured out how to phrase my sentence eventually.
Yeah, Pyramid Maze is... usually with spin dashes, you fly almost up all the way to the goal, if not all the way to the goal. I've only gotten a nearly up to the goal clip without spin dashing once. And you know what? I'm gonna just play this.
Yeah, went for a cycle skip here. Didn't quite get it. Got the ending though. That ending is actually really tricky. If you don't get a clip up there, you kind of just bonk against that platform that's right in front of the goal, and it does not count as a goal, and you just fall, and it's very sad.
And it's also very, very easy to, when you do get the clip, it's very easy to have too much height and speed and you just fly over the goal and fall off behind it. Now we've got the second stage that forced super speed for Amy to run World Tour without spin dashing. Strikeout. I'm very happy that I was able to first try that.
I didn't consider that. And now it's the best stage in the game. It's Manhole.
We got 20 seconds of pushing. Shout out Sty Swimfly.
20 seconds of pushing, let's go! Yeah. I love this stage. It's the best stage in the entire game, maybe the greatest stage in Monkey Ball history, and if you don't agree, you're actually correct, probably.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright. now we got boulders. That... come on, really?
That mechanic never shows up again, by the way. That, like, pushing an object mechanic, that doesn't show up again.
Yeah.
That's the only stage.
It's like a one-time thing.
Yeah.
But since I mentioned it briefly, we'll have to explain what zorping is in just a moment. But first, boulders, those big golden spheres, they're there to pretty much be in your way. They have some very interesting quirks with their own gravity, and if you go next to one really fast, it is possible to just get flung to the other side of it and go flying off the stage for some reason. I don't understand why they do that.
They have weird gravity properties. I'm not entirely sure how they work either.
Yeah. But, real quick, Helix, do you want to explain what a Zorp is?
Yeah, so a Zorp is a community term for when you roll over like a ledge or a bump or something and you're expecting to get collision, expecting to get like bounced up or something, but you don't get any collision at all. That has been coined a Zorp, and the idea is that if it were to make a sound, it would be kind of like Zorp. It's silly. I've also heard people say it's a Z-warp, and that's why it's called a Zorp. I don't think that was the initial intention with that we named that, but I don't even remember who coined it actually. But anyway, we can go with that too. That also works.
And
but yes, that is the real term for that phenomenon, I suppose.
Yeah, and also Zorping is utilized in certain like individual level strats, just for like gaining more speed, because when you're in the air, you're not getting
your strat
friction.
on long half pipe. Sorry, that was sick.
Yeah, that I'm pretty happy getting that second
that
try.
Was awesome. Sorry, go on.
One of the hardest strats in the entire run, so I'm really happy that I got that. Second
That's
try.
harder than the spin dash
honestly,
strat.
it's just one of my favorite strats in the entire game. I'm not gonna lie.
That was so cool.
We've got like this auto-scroller and another one 2 stages from now, so this is a phenomenal time for some donations.
You bet. Codebreaker sent in $25. No spin, but more than a dash of speed. Let's go, Maple.
That's true.
And $30 from Moo. Maple, it's great to see you bringing new categories to marathons. Your dedication to this game in runs and IL tourneys is so appreciated by the community. Thank you so much for that donation, Moo.
Oh, thanks, Moo.
Thank you, Moo.
Shout
And
outs to Moo.
$20. $20 from Ms. Truffles. Castlevania is probably my favorite video game series, and Order of Ecclesia is probably my favorite of the series. Very excited to see this run, and what? We can now beat the game in about 20 seconds? I need to see that. I agree. I also need to see that. We have raised $645 out of the $1,000 that we need to get that met. So make sure that when you're putting in your donations, you are selecting that incentive so we can see the game beat in 20 seconds.
We are moving on that.
Yeah.
People like to see broken games.
It's true. So do I. I enjoy seeing games beaten in 20 seconds. Some more precise movement
that just
here.
thought is so funny to me.
Yeah.
We spent years developing this game. Okay, I beat it in 20 seconds.
Hell yeah. Alright, so we are coming up to the end of World 6, thankfully. We got a very annoying stage with rising pillars. I say it's very annoying because it's very easy for collision to be a little bit mean. I'm
Like
gonna
that?
just try to
You're
stick
fine?
the landing there. There we go.
Nice
about
save.
3 seconds, but at least I didn't fall off 15 seconds into the stage like I usually do when I don't make it to that platform. Now we've got chakrams. This is a stage that, much like Long Half Pipe earlier in this world, I sort of feel like is one of the like wake-up call stages for like new players doing casual playthroughs of like, okay, now things are like really heating up in terms of difficulty. going to
Yeah,
just sort
this
of-
stage is tough. Not only do you have to, keep your balance on these turning circles, the camera also likes to fight you on this one. And here is the first and only pause strat of the run.
Dang, I paused a little too late, so I had to sort of
Very
try
close,
to wing
yeah.
it towards the end, and I almost got it. That
one
was
looked a little
supposed to
too
work.
early.
I don't know why it didn't.
This game is not deterministic, unfortunately.
That's way too early. So I'm
It's
gonna...
close,
yep.
but not quite.
Dang it, every single practice run I first tried this.
Pause strats are...
There we go.
There you go. Nice, nice. The way Amy's stats shake out, you can just hold up and then pause at a specific time. I don't know the inputs for the rest of the strat. Maple, please enlighten me.
It's pretty much just as soon as you unpause, just hold upright and you'll go in straight into the goal. For some reason, when you pause and then unpause in this game, if you're cam locking, which I'm realizing now we haven't talked about the manual camera at all, the camera kind of freaks out a little bit and gets angled in a way where if you just hold upright for the rest of it, it just works for some reason. I don't fully understand it. Please, Amy, stop. Thank you. Come on. I don't want to play the stage anymore.
Oh, nice. That's a stage that's another one that it's so precise it can be really tricky with super speed.
Yeah.
Because Amy just wants to accelerate so quickly. Yeah,
she
so
sure does.
camera movement and cam locking I think is a good thing to talk about. It's been a while since I have actually speedrun this game, but you can do something to basically hold the camera in place so it doesn't rotate when you turn. And that can actually be super helpful for some precise strats. Some of this game, what I was alluding to on Track Rooms earlier at the end of World 6, is fighting the camera, and so if you use cam lock, you don't necessarily have to do that.
Yeah, and the previous game in this series, Banana Mania, also had a manual camera that you could cam lock.
Yes.
But you could only cam lock it in one way. You could only cam lock it by holding down on your right stick, which turned the camera down and then locked it in place. This game, you can do that as well as holding down a button that will
That's right, yeah.
lock the camera in place, just sort of like in a neutral input. Also, we're going to skip most of that stage.
That was
and
extremely
also-
well played. You nailed
and
both
also-
parts of that perfectly.
Thank you. And also pretty much the entirety of the stage before it. And now I want to see if I can't get the smooth clear. Dang. This is, okay, I've never had it where I was going too fast and I bonked the stamp at the end. Whoops.
That's never happened before.
I guess, yeah, that has never happened before. Alright, we're gonna also skip the back half of this stage because we can.
Nice. Nicely done. But yeah, I forgot that this game added a dedicated button for cam lock, which is super, super helpful. Great quality of life feature. This game has a lot of really nice quality of life stuff. It really feels like the devs listen to the community when making this game. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Chat, there's not enough chaos in the donations. It's starting to bleed over into the games. So we need to put it back in the donations and balance things out. We're also super close to having a total raise of $81,000 for the National Women's Law Center.
Yo, we can totally hit that before the end of the run.
Oh, we absolutely
Absolutely.
can. I'm looking at that total. That's doable any minute now. This run is going to be over sooner than you think. Maple is absolutely breezing through these levels. Nice skip there.
And that was the third and final stage of the three that force Amy to run no spin dash in super speed, and also the one stage, to my knowledge, that even Baby cannot clear in normal speed without spin dashes.
Oh, I'm going to have to test that. You might be right.
I went for a very aggressive ending to that stage and fortunately did not get punished. I almost did.
Yeah, that
but
was
now we've
really
got
precise movement.
two really demanding stages. So I'm going to focus up for this one a bit. There we go.
Nice.
One down.
Yeah,
Now
that
we've got-
stage gets extremely tough at the end there with those very thin wires, especially on super speed.
Yeah, and now we've got maybe the hardest strat in the entire run. Dang it.
What is this? I haven't seen this before.
This is me falling off of dividing road from running into a bumper. Alright, let's do this. There we go.
That's disgusting. I love it. What a cool
Yeah,
strat.
that was a stage that was a real head scratcher when I was strat hunting, because I was like, I don't want to play the stage out. It is so long because of the cycles. How can I
Yeah.
make this go faster?
It's also really tough to stay on those thin platforms while they're moving. Again, especially because of how much more difficult it is to control your character on super speed.
Also, that stage you're supposed to like drop down onto the platforms under that big one towards the end and find a bunch of buttons to bring that bridge down. That's a mere suggestion.
Many things in this game are simply suggestions.
Yup.
I suppose if you're familiar with monkey ball runs, maybe that's not surprising to you.
I have something that's like the opposite of a suggestion in the donations
I mean,
because I wouldn't suggest doing this.
I think right after this stage, we've actually got... There we go. Good time for more donations.
All right, $15 from Alfie. Not my hot take, but I work at a Subway, and I've had to make a meatball and tuna sandwich before. I hope that person enjoyed their sandwich, but I could never.
I could see it. I'm thinking about that. I could understand that.
Maybe, yeah. I can maybe see it.
I'm drawing a line for me personally. But chat, don't forget, your hot takes don't just have to be about sandwiches. I know I mentioned cold cuts, but I also mentioned cutouts and cold takes and hear me outs and everything like that. So just
I'm
go
here for
ham.
the banana takes as well.
The banana
Same,
takes,
same.
yes.
it's relevant to monkey ball. I'm down. Let's hear more of those.
That's the first time that I didn't have enough speed for the greedy
Maple,
strat.
Maple really trying to control her speed up this, because it's, especially in super speed, it's possible to actually get too much speed from those boost pads and launch yourself super high in the air, and then it takes forever to come down, and it's really hard to actually land in the goal, so gotta control your speed on the way up there.
Yep, now we got another real movement precision stage. This is not exactly where I want to be. There we go.
Oh my gosh, you made that look so easy.
It did not feel that way. Alright, now I'm going to try one heck of a cycle skip. And, yep. Dang it.
Yeah.
If I had hit that switch a little bit cleaner, I would have been able to get back on this platform, make it all the way over here, and hit the pause button just before this pink bridge swung to the side. And that cycle skip saves literally 10 seconds, but it is one of the most movement precision demanding strats in probably the entirety of the game with no spin dashes. Finally
Nice
hit that
bounce.
strat cleanly.
Well done. That was actually super impressive. That was a really precise bounce she had to do there.
Yeah, that
Normally
that
on that
bounce-
stage, you would just charge a spin dash and take a spin dash off the starting platform, and you'd be able to fall directly into the goal. But of course, we can't do that. We're not playing with spin dash, so she had to do a precise bounce to actually make it over to the goal. So
Yeah,
that was
and that bounce
impressive.
is just so incredibly difficult because it is a
'cause you're-
very small stretch of ground that is like
yeah,
flat because
you're
of
you're
the-
bouncing off
the-
of a
the
curved
slopes.
surface there. So
Yeah. Alright, bar grab. Time to do some bounce skips. This stage is stressful.
the stage terrifies me.
And we've got bounce, 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 goal.
Picture perfect. Very clean. Nicely done.
Thank you, thank you. Now we've got one of my least favorite stages in the entire run.
Oh yeah, you can't do the skip here. Normally on the stage, you can charge a spin dash at the very beginning and bounce off one of these ledges to get up to the goal immediately. Well, I guess depending on character, not every character is going to be able to do that. But once again, no spin dash, and so Maple actually has to play the stage, which is a lot easier said than done on super speed.
Ooh, I just hit the fast forward button for the pink platform. I did not want to do that. I could hit playback there. I'm not going to.
Nah, you're built different. You got this.
There we go.
Nicely done.
Oh, that was... I did not like how that stage went. That was very, very scuffed.
It's the tricky one. Those little walls surrounding every platform really start to mess with you.
Yeah, and now we've got Angel Ladder, just gonna fly up to the goal.
Oh,
and now we have only one world left. World 10, probably the hardest world in the run. I want to hit something real cool here. And I don't understand how the bounces work.
That's the geometric pattern experience. There you go.
Yep. Alright, Cosmic Clouds. I hope that I don't get shot straight sideways by a speed pad / weird geometry. I got shot straight sideways at a different part of the stage with its weird geometry. That was the part of the stage I was worried about, but that ended up being very clean. Now we've got,
thing you can use Spin Dash for is to kind of control your momentum. So that's like a movement resource that Maple does not have access to, which is something we didn't really bring up before. So
yeah,
if she gets into a situation where her momentum is taking her away from the course, it's more difficult to correct it.
Yeah, fortunately, Amy does have very good braking, but... Yes. I mean, with super speed, there's only so much that can do. That stage right there is one of my favorite just movement-based stages in the entire game. It's so much fun to do that strat. Let's just skip that. Oh yeah, next stage is a bit of a fun one because it kind of, for a lot of new players, is like the hardest stage by a considerable amount when they're first playing the game. But I don't like that angle. But super speed and also certain characters, not Amy, unfortunately, in normal speed, can just sort of spin dash, fly up over the stage, skipping the entire thing. I am making this look way harder than it actually is. This strat is, like, probably the easiest in World 10.
I mean, I wouldn't call it easy. You still have to land on top of these circles.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
It's easy. It's probably the easiest thing strat-wise in the last 3 worlds, at least for this run. But yeah, it is still not like the easiest thing ever.
You also have to deal with air movement, which is quite tricky.
Yeah, but we've got only 4 stages left. This one is
wrap up real quick
probably
here.
the hardest, so I'm gonna focus for a second. Back in World 4 on Sand Garden, when I mentioned that if it wasn't for a stage in World 10, that would probably be the hardest movement stage. That was the one right there, Broken Cylinder. That stage is maybe the hardest just stage in this category.
And again, made harder by super speed. Donate every time I say that.
Just start keeping a tally.
Yeah, should have said that earlier.
Alright, so we're not going to play 10-9 Gravity Field, because super speed gives Amy enough speed to just bounce straight down to the halfway point. And now we have the final stage, Kirby Coaster. Time is going to be when I pass through the goal, so be on lookout for that. Going to skip half the stage, just like that. Kind of, except I did not necessarily want to hit that red speed pad.
That's a fancy little skip. That's not a skip you see in Spin Dash Run, because we do a different skip, so that's cool that that's also possible.
Yeah, and in Spin Dash runs, we just kind of skip the entire stage.
A small little update, a $32 donation would not only put us at 81K right now, but it would also put us over 70% for our 20-second ace
Time.
route.
Nicely done.
GG.
GG, Maple. That was a lot of fun.
What was my time, by the way?
Let me
Give us
see. I have
a
a
little bit.
33:42.
Yeah, 33:42.
That's a marathon PB by 5 seconds.
Let's go!
That's my note. That's see, Maple was the right
Chaos
person
in
for
the
this.
donations! I knew it would work!
We take
mean-
those, we take those.
You were talking about a $32 donation. I'm gonna call for a $33 donation in honor of Maple's 33 marathon PB. Hey, that rhymes. Ooh.
33 for PBs!
Alright, that was Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble World Tour Super Speed No Spin Dash with Amy Rose. That is one long category name.
It might be the longest of the marathon.
Yeah, it
Ooh.
actually ended up having to get shortened on the schedule because it was too long. Few quick shout outs that I want to give real quick. Shout outs to the Banana Rumble and just Banana Era speedrunning community as a whole. It's just so many really, really cool people there that I love hanging around with and are just doing so many super cool things with Monkey Ball. Shout outs to one of those Monkey Ballers, Helix, for joining me on commentary today.
Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah. Shout outs to Frame Fatales for letting me show this run off. Love this game. It is so much fun. It is so much fun to run, and I'm so happy that I got to show it off on this stage. Shout outs to my lovely, lovely GF Amity Moonlight. Love you so much, honey. Shout outs to all of my friends at Fast Pace Events, or FPE, for just being such amazing friends, really cool people, and giving me so many super cool opportunities. Shameless plug, you can find me on Twitch, YouTube, and Blue Sky at Maple Stargirl. I do Monkey Ball, Sonic, indie games, stuff like that. Also, one other shameless plug about the Super Monkey Ball Banana Era speedrunning community and the Discord server is I actually run periodically individual level speedrun tournaments, or IL tournaments. And those are always so much fun to run, to play in.
That's not a shameless plug. I was gonna say something if you didn't. You do a lot of work on those, and they're awesome every time. So thank you for all that you do for the community.
Thank you. Helix, do you have any shout outs that you'd like to give?
Play Monkey Ball, join the community. I saw a couple people in chat saying, like, these runs make you want to try out speedrunning. Do it. And if you're having trouble, don't be afraid to join, ask questions. A bunch of helpful folks in there, including myself, including Maple. And we're definitely, Banana Mania and Banana Rumble especially, I think, are the best Monkey Ball games we've had in a while. So if you want to get into modern Monkey Ball speedrunning, go for it.